Hey guys, today we're going to be jumping into a Dokkan Battle video where I was playing the game, kind of doing my dailies and kind of messing around Dokkan, try to keep myself entertained while playing the game. And come to find out, sometimes Dokkan can be a little dry and um, just not as enjoyable as when new units come out. And overall, after you beat certain content and got so far in the game, you can only do certain stages enough times. You've grinded out story events, you've grinded links, and you just kind of want to try something different, something to keep you entertained. So, in thinking that, wanted to try to see, well, what brought me excitement in Dokkan? Well, definitely was when two units would link together and they would be fun to run together. So today I kind of want to dive in to see some of those dynamic duos that were great in Dokkan and brought me so much fun in the game, and wanted to try to test them out. And I paired them up with their best linking partners. Some of them I didn't, but in this instance, as you're seeing on the screen, you have AGL, Super Saiyan, Spirit Bomb Sword Goku. His best linking partner is apparently Super Saiyan to Gohan. Now, I kind of want to see if they linked well together. Oh, they're going to share 5 links together. Whether they linked well together, is it applicable? Is it practical to run their team together? Or did Dokkan kind of get it wrong and they could have linked together, and why? And we'll kind of be going through as we're doing the gameplay, discussing, well, why do they link together? Should they have linked together? What do they even have in common? Do they come from different parts of DBZ? Should there have been a different unit that would have been better to link with them? How practical is the team? So that's the first one. Whether they're the best two units to link together, we're gonna find out. And that's the first team. The second team that is going to be showcasing 2 sets of the duos. It's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta. They are actually 2 of my favorite units to run after Super Saiyan Gogeta got his EZA, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is one of my favorite units because of kind of his mechanic of being able to counter. You never know if he's going to counter, which could be the most frustrating part of it, or it could be the most rewarding. So for me, that's probably one of the most fun chances, just because you never know what you're going to get. There could be saved by the active skill or the ability, or completely demolished by the ability. And doing that, we're also going to be trying out the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, which EZA, probably one of the best EZAs to this date. And then LR, Goku and Angel Vegeta, STR, the Worldwide Celebration unit. And their leader skill is going to be the Vegito 5th year anniversary, and I'm going to make the friend unit STR LR Gogeta. And I just brought Topo around for support. And the last team we're going to try for duos are the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta with the Super Saiyan 2 transforming Int Goku. And this team is fun to run. I've tried it out before, at least to me. If you happen to pull the LR physical Vegeta, Angel Vegeta, his best linking partner is that Super Saiyan Goku. However, if anyone knows about and has this unit, he can get destroyed and is probably the weakest link on your team, but he will just ramp up that LR Goku Vegeta. So we're going to try that out, see how those 2 pairs run. By no stretch of imagination, these are the best teams. I just want to pick a leader skill that these 2 duos were able to be run on, and see if they are work well together, and if they cause some enjoyment. If you enjoy this video, please comment down below whether you would like me to try out different units. See if there's any 2 units that you thought of that you thought they would run together, and I'll showcase them. This is by no means a exhaustive list, so to speak. This is just the super type teams that I could think of that make this video astronomically long. I will be trying some extreme type teams like the Majin Boo units. They work really well together and can be very fun. So that video is going to be coming up, but I just wanted to try this video out, see if you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe to my channel. I'm still new to the Dokkan community and YouTubing, so just bear with me. Still getting started, I'm still on the grind. So greatly appreciate any feedback, and without further ado, let's jump into it. So we've had a little bit of trouble trying to find a friend unit for this team. Let's see the rotations. Okay, so saying to Gohan and we're saying Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku are going to be on the same team. This is not the best rotation starting out. So the best rotation I want to start out is obviously get the Gohan and the Goku linked up. I'm putting them on the Goku's family team. I think it's the best leader skill to give them the most boost on that team. So we're going to be seeing how they link up together. I kind of didn't mess with the other two units that much because I just wanted someone that was going to link well together on the other side, but not be overpowered or anything like that. Didn't really put too much effort into that other side of it. And hopefully we do not die on the opening rotation. I thought about also doing a video where we bring the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and see how well they linked up and how fun it is to run their team still. But if you guys enjoy this video, that might be something we could do in the next. So we have Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. He's linked up with the Gohan. Not sitting at great defense. Again, what the links are is Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, Go Warrior, and Fierce Battle. That's with the Gohan, that's 5 links. Now this Gohan, use the stacking unit, ride the safe bet to stick him in the front, then have Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku go after him, and then this mic'd up Saiyan Gohan, what I like to call him, because in his SSR it looks like he has a mic and he's singing to the mic, but he's also on this rotation. He'll be linked up with the Gohan and Goten, the Go Bros unit. Now, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, great unit for utility where he'll steal, lower the attack and defense, and even at 55%, which is what this unit is at, he'll hit amazing numbers. Like now we got Gohan and Goku back on. So linked up, so Gohan's sitting at 124k defense, and the Goku is at 60k defense. Now, Gohan, amazing unit. He stacks defense, hits insanely hard. Goku, get him a rainbow orb, just skyrockets ki, but he can be an issue if he's not getting all those rainbow orbs. Match up with this Goku, he's actually great with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, just because he starts creating rainbow orbs, and Goku, as you know, will get that extra bump in ki from a rainbow orb. That's double, as long as the HEL orbs too. Now, why do these two link up well together? Well, besides the obvious fact that they're Super Saiyans, one's from an Android 13 movie, and Gohan is from the Cell Saga, where Goku throws Gohan into the fight, saying, well, you can whoop Cell. So he gets thrown in, not knowing why his dad's throwing him in there, and does work on Cell after he sees Android 16 get his head bashed in. So, is it practical for them to link up besides being Super Saiyans? Yes. Are they from completely two different eras? Well, one's from Android 13 movie, the other one's from a DBZ saga. No, because they have nothing in common with each other, essentially. Is it imperative that Dokkan makes a unit that's, well, one from the same era? No, because it kind of limits them in the sense that, well, if they have to be in the same era, well, how many Super Saiyans are in Android 13 movie, and then how many Super Saiyans could they do from the Cell Saga? Obviously, when Gohan gets out of the hyperbolic time chamber, that's one Super Saiyan, and then Goku when he's the other Super Saiyan, which is actually the free-to-play tech unit that's on rotation now. So it kind of limits them in that sense if they were to make them around the same era, but at the same time, they typically will put units together, and Dokkan typically put units together. Oh, I think we're dead here. That have nothing to do with each other, but will still link together the same way. And so, oh my god. So we died here. I'm going to jump into a Super Battle Road stage and see if that makes a difference. What I dislike about these two units linking up together is that until Gohan gets going, he can get smacked around in a harder stage like that and not tank. Once he gets a couple supers off, he'll be good to go and you'll see him really shine. Now, Super Spirit Bomb for Goku hits incredibly hard, and we're just gonna activate it's a snake just to get us through the first rotation. Saying Spirit Bomb for Goku hits incredibly hard. They activated the Princess Snake, and he still took 270k. It's incredibly hard. However, he will get demolished if he's getting supered without his debuff on the enemy. So like you see, he's at 55%, and he's seeing 3.7 in this rotation. 1.5, and he heals super attack, and now he's getting a super, but a 12 key super, and almost a mil damage. And see how hard this hits him. 250. So see, we get demolished. Do they work well together? In terms of key, yes. In terms of one unit tanks and one unit is able to kind of use the utility, no. Because until Gohan gets going, you're not going to be able to really stick one unit in slot 1 and then have him really defend Super Saiyan Spirit Bombs or Goku to the point where he can seal off a super and then debuff the enemy. Because as you see there, first rotation with a Princess Snake active, each one took 200k from a super. And again, this is Super Battle Road, so it's a hard stage, but it's not Extreme Super Battle Road. They should be able to tank a little bit better than right out of the gate just taking 250k normals, and for two linking partners, they should be able to work better together. And so, while I think their key is good, I think their links are good, I think both of the units' strengths are good in terms of attack. Defensively, they're abysmal together. They can't run together. You're not going to be able to run a team like this well on Goku's family, who gives them the highest buff in terms of key, in terms of HP, in terms of attack and defense. It's just not practical, I think. So, do I like those two units? Absolutely. Do I think that run them together all the time? No. It's not really that practical in my eyes, but that's just me. So that dynamic duo, probably not the best. So let's go to this team. And it's going to be Tech Vegito, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and LR STR Goku and Vegeta. Topo is going to be support unit. So we're jumping into the Shadow Dragon Saga stage on Infinite Dragon Ball History. Okay, let's see how my rotations are. Okay, they're not terrible. Well, they're kind of bad. Because Super Saiyan Gogeta is in the floaters, who's gonna have to float him off, and Saiyan 4 Gogeta is in the last spot. I'm going to try to get my rotations correct, and if it does not work out, I'll probably cut and then go back in when my rotations are correct. So I wanted to showcase this rotation real quick. While it's not part of the dynamic duo, this two units are a dynamic duo in the sense that, well, one of the 5th year anniversary units, but how well they work together. I know with the 6th year coming up, they're kind of getting overlooked, and I know there's been a lot of criticism about them because they basically get slammed in Super Battle Road, and they're not the best units in Super Battle Road Extreme, but Super Battle Road, but these still live up to the hype of when these units came out. If you look at their links, they have 6 links active, and Vegeta again 6 links. They are still a great pair. I think they're incredibly fun to run still together. As long as you're not running them in Extreme or Super Battle Road, if you are, it's better to stick them in the last slot, because honestly it's game over if they get supered, and they're definitely better in longer events. But I just want to showcase this rotation because they do have support and they're linked up together, because these two are going to be floated off next rotation. And Vegeta one-shotted that dragon. Forget that dragon's name, but you guys get the idea. Okay. So now we have Vegito and STR Goku and Vegito. I'm just going to call her STR Vegito and Physical Vegito just for time and saying their name over and over and over. So let's get these do it right there with Gogeta. Now first let's talk about STR Gogeta, Vegito, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. They come from completely different parts of Dragon Ball era. In Ball 1, STR Vegito came from the Majin Buu saga, and the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito came from Dragon Ball Super. Now, do they link well together? They have about 4 links active while STR Vegito is in this stage before he transforms. When he transforms, their links go up, and they are basically amazing together. They link very well together, and their countering ability is unmatched, where you'll be going into the round with a whole bunch of attacks up front, and you stick either one of those units in the first slot, and they are going to just run amok. Like, if you can get through a stage without Vegito alone, STR Vegito killing off the unit from his counters when he transforms, it would be amazing, because he counters so hard. If you put any form of crits into him, Vegito gets super for 235k. If you put any form of crits into Vegito, he's going to hit incredibly hard, and he will counter incredibly hard. Why did they make those two best linking partners together? One of the best linking partners together? Besides the name? Again, I don't know. Just because it doesn't make any sense that they would stick 2 Vegetos from a different era on the same team and say, okay, you two are going to work really well together. But they do. and it's one of the best rotations to run, and it's extremely fun, in my opinion, just because with Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, you don't know when he's going to activate his crits. You don't know when he's going, how many times he's going to super. You don't know if it's going to proc a third super. You don't know if it's going to proc a fourth super. You don't know if he's going to super once. So he supered once here, did a normal, does another normal, does another normal. He's going to do another super? No. So he ends there. But those could have been all super attacks. Don't know. And that's part of the fun of running him, is the RNG based attack, which I know some people might get annoyed at it, but honestly it's one of the best one of the best skills you have. And part of their build is that when it's unknown like that, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know if it's gonna be 3 supers, you don't know if it's gonna be 4 supers. And I think that's what makes that unit fun. And that's it. Now, how do those two units, the Vegetos, stack up in that event? I think they stack up well. I think they complement each other really well, with STR Vegeto has the damage reduction to really be in that first slot. Now, could he be a liability? Yes, he can. Can STR Vegeto get slapped around? If he gets supered right away, yes, it's a possibility. But chances of doing that because he has a damage reduction is unlikely. Now, physical Vegeto, he can get smacked around in the first slot, but the benefit of sticking him in the first slot is that he does have those counters, and that's where he is fun. And he can counter the unit and then start supering right away because it then procs in its hidden potential. Now, this rotation with STR Vegeto and the two blue Vegetos. Right now, physical blue Vegeto has all his links active because of this tech right here. Now, if I was to do the active skill, now we know where the super attack is, which is one of the best skills in Dokkan, knowing where that's. So, we just gotta heal. I'm gonna risk it and not activate an item. Get that super attack off. So right now, he has almost every link active except legendary power. 113k. Vegito, blue, physical blue Vegito, all his links active, and Tech Vegito blue, 4 links active. If I moved him over, still not everything, but he'd almost activate everything for STR Vegito because of legendary power active. So here, see how much damage this does. Let's see, 200k, which isn't great damage reduction, but we're seeing now the counterattacks kick in, and now the super, which now he does almost 2 mil attack without a crit, and there's his crit with his counters, and he alone has almost took out more than half of this dragon's HP, which is insane. Now, Vegito's, the physical Vegito, didn't really do that many attacks in that stage. And you have Tech Vegito, who is absolute beast once he transforms. His damage he puts out is insane, as you can see. So that rotation alone is a dynamic duo, well, dynamic 3, I should say. But those two, excluding Tech Vegito, is fun to run and probably one of the best rotations in Dokkan, according to me. And that's my opinion of how fun this unit is. Now let's talk about the good Vegetos. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta obviously comes from GT Saga, which I really like, and then you have Super Saiyan Gogeta, which comes from the Janemba movie, which Janemba just came out on Global Dokkan a week ago, So I know people are starting to run Icon and Janemba, but Super Saiyan Gogeta got his ECA. It was kind of around the time where Global Dokkan was in shambles, game was unplayable, and not to bring all that back up, but not too many people got to really play around with him while he got his ECA. So I linked these two up one day, thinking, well, let's see what the Gogetas look like together, and those two are one of my favorite combinations in Dokkan. Because one, you have Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas countering. You could basically living and dying, in my opinion, by the sword, where you could Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta look like an absolute boss, get super counters, and then puts up a 2-3 million attack stat, super effective against all types. Or you could have him take a super, and fortunately he'll take damage. Mine's only at 55%, but other than that, he will the super attack animations. But other than that, I think he's a great unit. He works really well with Super Saiyan Gogeta. He died. Right. So the Gogetas are now on the rotation, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta, to me, is one of the most fun units to run together. They link up, so you have 6 links, or excuse me, 5 links actually, can't count. 4 links active there. Over the Flash, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Fuse Fighter. And now we have the Gogeta as the floater unit. The question is, do the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So they have Kamehameha, Over the Flash, Fuse Fighter, and Fierce Battle. And then you have let's get So basically we have every stage of Gogeta except for Super Saiyan Blue. Let's see how this rotation does. If you haven't tried this rotation, I would suggest it. It's pretty fun to run all these Gogetas together. I mean, granted, once the same name update comes out, it will be even better. I know they won't link together, but there's always a chance in the future that they could link together and make some of these teams just unstoppable. But as of right now, this rotation is, to me, a dynamic duo where they're basically complementing each other. One, if you stick Saiyan 4 Gogeta in the first slot, can counter those supers. He tanks very well, and the Super Saiyan Gogeta will debuff the enemy, and given his passive after its ECA, he can be very good if you get him those rainbow orbs. I know activating his complete passive is a little bit hard. However, if you are able to get his full passive, and both of them are super effective against all types, there are very few bosses in the game that'll be able to stand up to not being one-turned, or at least almost killing them, or getting them down to very little HP by the end of that turn. So, as you see, they one-tried the last unit, and we have Vegeta on rotation. So, while again, Dokkan made it so like these two units are from completely different eras, they still made them work very, very well. Which, again, it gives you some variety, but at the same time, it's not dead to the world if they're not from the same saga, or they're not completely go hand in hand with each other. They share some of the same links, and I know some of the same link could be an issue with some of these units, but they're not activating each other's all their links, but the links they do activate are enough to always pretty much super in their turns. For you, it's automatically he's going to super. Let's get this. Look at Gogeta's passive real quick. So he needs a rainbow key sphere to evade enemy super chance, evading on super, so he gets additional attack 2 and a high chance to perform crit with 3 rainbow keys. So get 1. And after this rotation, we'll cut and go into the last team that I think is a pretty good duo together. Damage this does 1.5 super effective against all types. C tanks 5 dodge from the hidden potential. And let's see what Super Gogeta does. And when you say Gogeta and Vegito all the time, you're gonna keep getting tongue-tied. So I'm sure I'd mess up at least 100 times saying this. Alright. Oh, I have to wait for the transformation to be done. Okay, so jumping in here into another Infinite Dragon Ball stage against the Majin Buu Saga units. So the team I brought is Kid Buu, which this is a resurrected / Super Saiyan 2 team. The leader is the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. He's going to be linked up with the Int Goku. They definitely work really well together. The next rotation is going to be the LR Physical Vegeta, and he's going to be linked up with the Physical Super Saiyan Goku. The rest of the units are going to be floaters. There's not really too much support other than the Kid Buu on this team. This team didn't have that much support that could be run under Vegeta's leader skill. I know there's probably a better way under STR Vegeta, but I just kind of want to run this team together just to see how it worked out. And I think under this leader skill, we'll be able to see whether Goku and Vegeta are going to be great linking partners, whether it's a great duo. Let me cut, and then we'll get back to a rotation where we want to see. Okay, so now we're on one of the rotations to set up where we have Int Goku and the Vegeta. And let's first see how many links they have active. So they have 5 links active together. As you can see, these two are almost all level 10 links. I'm actually in the middle of leveling the Tech Vegeta up to level 10 links. As you can see, has 3 more links to go. So what are they sitting at? So each of them are sitting at 142k defense and 147k defense. This is the first rotation that they're on together. I don't know if this... Okay, so this Goku is giving him support. He's giving him 30% defense, and then Super Saiyan 2 category allies attack plus 30%. So he's giving him support on this rotation. The numbers are going to be a little skewed in the sense of whether or not what their actual stats are. So activating Participate just so we don't die, get to a different rotation and really test them out. Live dodge kicked in from the hidden potential. Let's see how much damage he does. 1.4, not bad. And where these two units really shine is when they transform. And there we go. This, I believe, is just going to be Majin Vegeta transforming. So we have Kid Buu on rotation with support, and we have the other STR Vegeta. Get all these with Majin Vegeta. So, kind of going with the same theme as what I did with the other teams. So, what links they have active? They have about 5 links active. and those links are going to be giving him key attack and defense. These two units both come from the same era, so these were actually dual Dokkan Fests that came out at the same time during the celebration, and they were basically opposites of each other, counterparts to each other, I should say, where they wanted them to run together, teams. And so, are these a two units duo? Yes, in the sense that they both link very well together, even though they are opposites to each other. Come from the same saga, the Majin Buu saga, and they're great in long events and great in short events. And I haven't tested them in Extreme Super Battle Road or Super Battle Road because we don't have stages for them to be able to run. But I think their definitely applicability is more so in longer events and Dokkan events, Infinite Dragon Ball History, and any Dokkan events that you want. I think it's a very fun team to run with each other just because you have the transformation. Super attack animations are really nice. They just overall are great two units. They hit really well. They're aging very well with the units coming out, and their passives are interesting enough where it's not like the same boring old passive over and over again. They have a key skill mechanic in their passive that change how they operate a little bit. I'm gonna keep them on rotation. So these, but yeah. So how could they improve? I think how these two units would improve. I think if we had a better support unit in here, for Super Saiyan 2 at least. I know for Majin Buu Saga there's decent support, but for Super Saiyan 2, I think alone, or for Resurrected Warriors category, I think if they had better support, that would boost this team and make it better to run. In terms of these two units, they work well together. This is actually one of my favorite duos in Dokkan to run together because of how well they work together. The key mechanic, this Goku actually tanks very well. He actually doesn't take that much damage. I know this might be type disadvantage. If he gets super, it might hurt him a little bit. Let's say he's taking double digits. And this Technologic Vegeta, also extremely great unit. They have a high attack stat, pretty much everything you'd want in two units that could be able to run together. So LR Physical Goku Vegeta. This is a great unit. He came out on the part 2 of the worldwide celebration. He can be a great unit once he supers. Or as you can see, he just took 170k from super attack. But he hits so hard in certain stages. Say that and then he doesn't really do that bad. Great. In his team that he's supposed to be linked up real well with this physical Goku, he hits incredibly hard. You can catch him up in the perfect scenario, he will put up great numbers, and he does absolutely fantastic damage. Also a pretty good active skill and animation if you watch it. No, it's like a little mini movie, but still very good. And now we have the transformations. So let's see how Goku and Vegeta, Majin Vegeta, link well together, how well they link together. Okay, so this is actually a really good rotation I want to see. Show you guys. So still 4 links. So this Vegeta has all his links active. Let's see what kind of defense is in. 130, 145k. Okay. So the passive skill, back real quick. So you need 3 or more key spheres for 33% increase. Then attacks effective against all types with 6 or more keys. So attacks effective against all types for him. I think he has the same mechanic, doesn't he? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna activate. Wrong intro right here and see how this Vegeta does. Now we do have an Android 8 active, so 4.1 attacks effective against all types. The mill, not bad. And the dodge. Dodge again. Yeah, this modern Vegeta does. Modern Vegeta is a good unit to bring on. One, because he creates all this key for Goku and Vegeta. Even if you get the 6 STR key spheres, they'll still activate the part of his passive. See the little mini movie? This is such an awesome scene. And the OST when this comes out, it came out, was absolutely awesome. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we're gonna get a Dokkan attack too. Let's see how hard this, and we do have a Kid Buu on rotation. Let's see how hard LR Vegeta can hit it. Well, that was nice of Dokkan. Give me the slowest button tap. With his active skill. I think it's at 8.6 million at the bottom. $6.2 million. Granted, that was his active skill and a Dokkan attack, but that is insane amount of damage. He hits so damn hard. Okay, so this will be the last rotation that I'll show off. Let's see again how well 2 units do together. You have type disadvantage for the tech Vegetas. Still only taking triple digits, but very low triple digits. Still think those animations are really, really nice. Even though those units came out, I think about 1.5 years ago now. 1.4. So, is these 2 units a dynamic duo? I would say yes. I think the only 2 units that were supposed to be great linking partners together and work well together was the Gohan and the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. And obviously they don't work that great together compared to the other units and how well the other units are linking up together. And so overall, the other units I showed off, they're great to work together. They, I think, revitalized the game a little bit in allowing you to make different teams and seeing how well those units link up together, and they cover each other very well. They complement each other very, very well. Gohan and the Goku just didn't have that consistency that we saw in the other units. And so I think they are great standalone units. Maybe in the future, when more units come out, they will get revitalized or revamped enough to where other units will come out and say, okay, we'll throw this along with Spirit Bombs or Goku, or they'll throw this along with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and they will really blossom. Now, Super Saiyan Gohan does have better other linking partners that he works really well with, and so I'm not saying that. I think it's his Spirit Bombs or Goku that need help in his other categories and on his team. So maybe in the future we'll start seeing, as all these movie hero units come out, that Spirit Bombs or Goku will get a linking partner that will complement him completely, and those two will run together. Kind of what when UI Goku came out and Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken Goku was there, and those two linked out very well together, and no one was running Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken Goku STR type because he was getting smacked around until Y Goku came out, and it basically revitalized that unit, and he was made for that unit essentially. So maybe that will happen in the future, but as you can see, those are some of the dynamic duos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please like this video, subscribe. Let me know if there's other units that I should have showcased that I missed. Again, this is only the super class side of it. I'm going to, and granted there are more units I could have picked, but these were units I thought were pretty fun to run together, so I want to show that off. I'm gonna try it with the extreme side. I know there's a handful of units that I have an idea of who I want to run together and show those off, but I wanted to try this video out first. So let me know down in the comments if you like this video, if there's other units, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'm just starting Dokkan, as I said at the beginning, starting out Dokkan on YouTube. So any feedback you guys got, I would appreciate it. But I will see you guys on the next one.